That winter night, the cold pierced through every layer of fabric, seeping deep into the flesh, showing no mercy to anyone wandering outside on the empty porch. Even the flickering yellow streetlights seemed powerless to push back the thick darkness. In that tilted sky, the small footsteps of a little match girl stood out, her tiny bare feet stepping on the ice-cold snow, leaving faint traces that were quickly erased by the east wind and the indifference of the world. I walked past each house, the brightly lit doorways, somewhere echoing laughter, the clinking of bowls and chopsticks warmly, the sounds of reunion, of fullness, and of warmth that I have never truly touched. Every time I stop, looking through the crack of the door, my big round eyes deep in the darkness, anyone passing by only glances at me briefly, then hurriedly walks away as if afraid the shadow of suffering will cling to them. Their world is warm, while my world is bone-chilling cold, an empty stomach and the sound of footsteps pounding on the endless long street. Each tiny finger of hers stiffened from the cold, but she still persistently held on to the dwindling boxes of matches in her hand. She spoke with a trembling voice, hoping someone would turn around, stop to ask, or simply smile gently to give her a bit of hope. But in return, there was only the vast atmosphere and the cold indifference, like the white snowflakes covering her coat. When no longer strong enough, when the fragile hope seems to fade away, she sits tucked into a hidden corner, her back leaning against the cold wall, both hands tightly hugging her skinny knees, the worn-out dress no longer enough to protect her. She looks at her reddened and bruised legs, her heart soaked with an unnamed sorrow. Then, with nothing else left, I dazedly struck a match. The tiny flame in the winter night became unusually bright, like a small miracle amidst the endless cold sea. In that moment, before my eyes appeared a glowing fireplace, the burning logs crackling joyfully, warm embers dancing over my tiny hands. I felt as if life had returned, warmth spreading throughout my small body, until the match burned out and the darkness rushed back even stronger. Not discouraged, I struck another match. This time, above the dancing light was a feast full of delicious dishes. Buttery, fragrant bread, golden roasted chicken legs, sugar-coated pastries, and sweet, refreshing fruit. I smiled, placed my hand on my stomach, as if the hunger also eased. The taste of happiness felt so close, even if only for a moment. The matches eventually burn out, and darkness closes in again. But each time a match is struck, I am comforted by a new miracle. Until, in the light of the last match, a brightly lit Christmas tree appears with thousands of shimmering candles, sparkling decorations, inviting me to step into a world full of colors and laughter. Then, like the gentlest and most heartfelt dream, in the distant glow, my grandmother appears, her kind face and eyes full of love. I look up, tears streaming down. In my heart, I have never stopped wishing to be held by her once more. It seems that all the coldness, all the hunger, all the sorrow vanish when I join my small hand with that warm hand full of aching longing. Grandma smiles, whispering for me to come back. I understand the place where she is. That is the place I always belong to, a place where there is no need to fear, no more helplessness or loneliness. No one turns their back, no more moments of lonely choking in a vast world lacking human love. Dawn breaks. A gentle new light sweeps through the gray street. Passers-by notice her figure quietly leaning against the wall, her mouth curved as if smiling, surrounded only by burnt-out matchsticks, their small bodies bare. They shake their heads, feeling sympathy or confusion, hastily wrapping up the cold pain in their hearts before moving on. People wonder why the girl did not return home, did not knock on any door to ask for help. But no one knows that that night, she left this world in an eternal light of hope, in the welcoming arms of her dearest loved ones. The story of the little match girl is not only a reminder of poverty, hunger, loneliness, or society's indifference, but also a tribute to the resilient power of hope. Each matchstick is not just a fragile bridge between harsh reality and comforting illusions, but a testament to the inner strength of a pure soul. Even when no one gives her light, her heart still knows how to create small miracles for herself. Even in the deepest darkness, she never completely despairs. Each spark is a small halo, illuminating the good and extending hope until the very end. The world goes on. Perhaps no one remembers the face of the little match girl from the evening before, and perhaps hurried footsteps continue year after year. But the light from those small matches, from that indomitable spirit within, lives on forever. It is an unextinguished desire, a simple yet intense dream, to be loved, to be reunited, to belong. And the most miraculous thing is that even though life may cover the days with hardship, there is still a peaceful place to return to, if only in the fleeting moment when each match flares up, brief yet eternal in the memory of humanity. Love inspirational stories and self-development. Please subscribe to the channel, share, and turn on notifications to spread good values every day.